Hey, you're watching a Mosaic Moment with Paige. If you're new to Mosaic Moments, welcome! I hope you enjoy this tutorial. Today I am demonstrating how to create a mosaic with circles. So it's a little different from the traditional 1-inch squares we usually do. To create this look, you will need the circle grid die and the double circle die. Both of these are available on our site, snapandcrop.com. You can click on the link in the description below this video. For my layout, I also used the basic die set and 12x12 cinnamon grid paper, which is a great color choice for outdoor scrapbook pages. I really like the reddish tone in the paper. Before we begin, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can see our upcoming videos. Alright, so let's get started with the tutorial. First, I'm cutting with the double circle die. I found some chocolate brown cardstock I thought would work well with my photos. So I'm going to cut this color 3 times for my page. Right now the cardstock got stuck, so I used my handy tweezers just to pull the frame part out, and it's finished. Now I'm using the double circle die again to cut a different color. This is a green pattern paper I found. I really like this die because I like that you can cut 2 circles at the same time. It makes it a little faster. And now I have those 2. I wanted to add a little more contrast to my frame, so I'm adding some dark chalk ink here, and that's one idea you can do. So now I'm gonna start gluing down my frames. So just a quick tip here, I try to avoid putting glue right on the grid paper or even on my table. It gets kind of messy when I glue on my table, so I like grabbing some extra cardstock that I may not use and use that to glue down the back of my dies so this glue doesn't get everywhere. As you can see, the frames fit perfectly on the grid paper. If you're going to use the circle grid die that I'll be showing soon, you will definitely need the double circle die. The circles do not fit right on the grid, and the frames allow you to cover the grid lines and help you, line things up correctly because they fit the measurements. Alright, now my frames are all added to my grid paper, so the rest of it will actually go pretty quick. All you have to do now is cut your photos with the grid die and it'll be done. So let's get started on that. So now I have my photo ready and I'm going to place my circle grid die on top. Be sure to put it in at an angle so it cuts through properly, or better, I should say, in the machine. It's cut through. It may not look like it, but it is. Okay, so I already filled each of the circle frames with glue just to make it easier and faster on me. As you can see, the circles are cut perfectly to the inside of the frame and it's easy to just stick them right in. You just kind of have to eyeball it as best you can on correctly lining up the photo, but because the frames are there, it doesn't have to. You can get away with it not being perfect. So don't stress about making it perfect. But now I need to fill in the rest of the circles. So I didn't have enough to make a full panorama, so I'm going to use some decorative photos to fill in the rest. For my last cut, I'm using the circle grid die again to cut this floral photograph. This time I decided to use washi tape to keep the die from shifting around while it's being cut. And don't forget to put in an angle for it to cut better. And now it's all done and I can fill the rest of the frames with these circles. To finish off my page, I just need to add the circles cut with the grid die. I already placed glue within the frame, so it's easy to stick in, and it makes a nice little detail with the rest of the page, and it's just that quick. it's all done. Here is my final page. I really like how the circles turned out. The grid die is great for just cutting 4x6 photographs, or you can use it to cut pattern paper if that's your thing, or actually you can use it to cut multiple photographs if you want to use a bunch of photographs on a page. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you want to be able to access it easily, be sure to like the video. And I hope you enjoy playing with these dies at home. Have fun! Thanks for watching, and see more on mosaicmoments.com.